Welcome to this video, where we're going to explore one of the most powerful features in Docker setting persistent environment variables dynamically at build time using a Dockerfile. If you're working with containerized applications, you know how important it is to manage environment variables effectively. Whether you're dealing with sensitive data, configuration settings, or just want to make your application more flexible and scalable, being able to set vars in a controlled manner is crucial. In this video, we'll dive deep into the world of Dockerfiles and show you exactly how to set persistent environment variables at build time. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a solid understanding of the concepts involved and be able to apply them to your own projects with confidence. So, let's get started. When working with Docker, one of the key files that defines your containerized application is the Dockerfile. This file contains all the instructions needed to build your Docker image, including copying files, installing dependencies, and setting environment variables. However, when it comes to vars, things can get a bit tricky. You see, by default, environment variables set in a Docker file are only available during the build process itself. Once the image is built, those vars are lost forever. Or so it seems. But fear not. There's a way to make these vars persistent across builds, and even into the running container itself. The secret lies in using the env instruction in your Docker file. The env instruction allows you to set environment variables that persist even after the build process is complete. But here's the thing. If you want to set vars dynamically at build time, you'll need to use a combination of the arg and env instructions. An arg instruction allows you to declare an argument that can be passed in during the build process using the build arg flag. This is perfect for setting dynamic values that might change from one build to another. Once you have your arg declared, you can then use the env instruction to set a persistent environment variable based on the value of that argument. Let's break it down with an example. Suppose we want to set a database connection string dynamically at build time. We could declare an arg for the database host, like this. Plain text, arg database host. One upload outfat other INT service. Then, using the env instruction, we can set a persistent environment variable for our app's database connection string, like so. Plain text env database hdbc mysql $idatabase hosted 3,306 MyBD. Now, when we build our Docker image, we can pass in the value for database host using the build arg flag. The resulting var will be persisted across builds and even into the running container itself. So what are the essential takeaways from this tutorial? Here's a quick recap. Use the env instruction in your Docker file to set persistent environment variables. Combine arg and env instructions to set dynamic vars at build time. Use the build arg flag to pass in values for args during the build process. And that's it. By mastering the art of setting persistent environment variables dynamically at build time, you'll be able to make your containerized applications more flexible, scalable, and maintainable. If you have any questions or need further clarification on any of the concepts covered in this video, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if it helped, and subscribe for more tutorials and guides on Docker and other developer topics.